lives with ads as well. So,
Are you?
yeah,
That is so awesome.
We're trying to do the paid advertising campaign since McCain had to pull his money out of the state.
Right.
And then also the grassroots component so that people know, hey, we're going to keep fighting for the state.
Fight here. As a matter of fact, my husband's a pharmaceutical rep, and there was another company today with Granholm. It's insane. There was another company today that the employees had to wait by the phone to see if they had a job. My husband, they downsized half his pod last year. They have 30% more that they are downsizing within the next 2 weeks. My husband may lose his job.
One of our ads, I'm sorry to hear that.
And many.
One of our ads is points out that the policies of Governor Granholm here in the state are very similar to what Barack Obama's proposed as president. So if you love what she's done to Michigan, you're going to love what he's going to do to this country.
McCain was so criticized with Herbert Hoover, and he's using all this old history. He's old history. Yeah. And I was so angry. I said, you know what? That's fine if they're not going to look at history to see how history predicts the future.
Absolutely.
Because what they need to do right now is all they have to do is look at Michigan. Granholm is the parallel of Obama.
When I grew up, my dad worked at Burroughs because I grew up in Brighton, Michigan. And Governor Blanchard was governor at the time, raised taxes, grew the size of government. And my dad watched as the rolls kept going up and up and up, and his number kept getting closer and closer to the point of him getting laid off, which finally drove my parents to move to California. But, you know, we got Engler out of it because a Michigan voter said, you know what, this isn't working. And hopefully now they're going to get the message that look what Governor Granholm's done to the state, and we can't let Barack Obama do that to Michigan and the nation.
Yep, I tell you what, and I heard Ted Nugent's thinking about running.
Oh, that'd be great.
We've got some that are going. I used to live right down by him.
And that'll drive Michael Moore crazy.
Yes, it would. And that is what we need to do.
Absolutely.
But you know, and the other thing too is that really makes me angry is that they have blamed so much. And that they've said, you know, Obama has said, you know, well, you know, I can't talk or speak for those that are doing wrong things, the people that are doing these terrible things. Well, I have no say. But then I think to myself, what about all those parents who have truant children? So what do we do? Not hold the parents accountable for the truancy of their child? They should hold their people accountable for what is happening with these people that are trashing and flipping their fingers off at people and at my children and doing things that are horrible.
I think Barack Obama sets the example through his own leadership to the people he chooses to associate himself with, which he can control. And when we pal around with domestic terrorists and people like Reverend Jeremiah Wright who speak hate and division between races and about America, and when you see him lining himself with groups like Acorn, which don't believe in playing by the rules but engaging in fraud, I think that sends a message to your supporters about the kind of values that they should embrace. So I think he is responsible. He is.
That's why I'm saying, you know, these children, if there are parents that have truant children, what do they do with them these days? They can be arrested if their children do not go to school. And that's what we need to show is that the people that are supposedly the authorities of these people that are doing this need to be held accountable and at least need to denounce what these people are doing.
Exactly. That's
and he does not do it.
And instead, the campaign has told the Obama people to get up in the face of the Republicans and conservatives and convince them. Yes, Obama said it himself.
Obama said it at a rally. He said, you go and you get up in their faces.
Get up in their faces.
And the things that we've heard throughout, especially Wisconsin and Michigan, and to some extent also a little bit Illinois, but mostly Wisconsin and Michigan, was that some of the labor unions were telling their people that they pay them. Sometimes it was food, sometimes it was $1.50 or whatever for each McCain payment sign that they brought back.
Yeah, right. They got hundreds of them. Yes.
Again, if you set that example for your people, then you do bear some responsibility for the actions they can.